Welcome to Tanu Science. In this video, we'll learn the answers from chapter 2 Light in the part of Answer Briefly. First question, what is refractive index? Refractive index denoted as mu. Consider this is as a medium. Velocity of light in air is c. Velocity of light in medium is v. So ratio of these two is the refractive index. So mu is equal c by v. Refractive index defined as the ratio of speed of light in air or vacuum to the speed of light in medium. Refractive index, the ratio of speed of light in vacuum c to the speed of light in a medium v. Mu is equal to c by v. Question number 2. State Snell's law. Snell's law also one more definition for refractive index. This is light ray moves from rarer medium to denser medium. It undergoes refraction. I is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of refraction. First medium refractive index you can take as mu1. Second medium refractive index you can take as mu2. Now Snell's law states that the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is equal to the ratio of the refractive indices of the two media, that is mu2 by mu1. Now you can see the definition. Snell's law states that the ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence. So the ratio of the sine of angle of incidence and sine of angle of refraction is equal to ratio of the refractive indices of the two media. Question number 3. Draw a ray diagram to show the image formed by a convex lens when the object is placed between f and 2f. So this is convex lens. This is the principal axis which is passing to the optic center f and 2f. Convex lens has two foci. So either side there will be a principal focus f, here 2f. For object side, for our convenience, we can take one subscription, two subscription for image, or another side of the lens. Now object should be placed between f and 2f. So we are going to place between f and 2f. This is a, b. This represents object. By using the fundamental ray diagram, we can find the position of image. If a ray travel parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, it will pass through the principal focus. If a ray passing through the optic center, it will not get any deviation. So intersecting these two refracted rays gives the position of image is a dash, b dash. Now position of image is beyond 2f2. This is real and inverted. We can draw only the ray diagram. That's enough according to the question. We have to must use the arrow mark for rays. Next, fourth one, define dispersion of light. Let us consider transparent media such as glass or water. Glass or water. When white light passing through this transparent media, it is going to split into components colors. So different colors going to splits up. That is violet to red. So this is dispersion of light. Lower class itself we studied when white light incident on the prism, it splits up into several colors from violet to red. This is known as dispersion of light. So dispersion of light is nothing but the white light split into its components of colors. So dispersion of light, the phenomena of a beam of white light is refracted through any transparent media such as glass or water. It is split into its component color. Question number 5. State Raleigh's law of scattering. Let us consider this is incident ray. If the incident ray incident on the surface, it will be scattered in different direction. The scattering light, the amount of scattering light is S, is inversely proportional to the fourth power of the wavelength of the incident light. So this incident light wavelength is lambda. The scattering amount of light is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength. So you can see here Raleigh's law of scattering states that the amount of scattering of light S is inversely proportional to fourth power of its wavelength. S inversely proportional to lambda power 4. Question number 6. Differentiate convex lens and concave lens. Convex lens is thicker at the middle, thinner at the edges. But concave lens thinner at the middle, thicker at the edges. So you can understand like this. A convex lens is thicker in the middle than at edges. Concave lens is thinner in the middle than at edges. So there is only one small difference. This is thicker one, this is thinner one. Second difference, when parallel beam of light incident on the convex lens, after refraction, all the rays will meet at a point. So that is convex lens used to converge the incident light beam. So hence it is known as converging lens. When parallel beam of light incident on the concave lens, after the refraction, the light rays are diverged away from the focus. Hence it is known as diverging lens. So convex lens known as converging lens, concave lens known as diverging lens. Convex lens mostly produces real images. Concave lens mostly produces or always produce the virtual images. Convex lens used to treat hypermetropia. Concave lens used to treat myopia. So whoever affected with hypermetropia, they should wear convex lens. Whoever affected by myopia, they should wear concave lens. So convex lens is a remedial lens for hypermetropia. Concave lens is a remedial lens for myopia. So simply you can say it is used to treat hypermetropia. Concave lens it is used to treat myopia. Question number 7. What is power of accommodation of eye? Accommodation nothing but adjustment. If you want to see the nearby objects, the focal length of the eye lens is reduced. If you want to see the far objects, focal length of our eye lens is increased. So to see the nearby objects as well as far object, focal length of our eye lens is adjusted, that is accommodated. If you want to see the near objects, our eye lens will be thick by the action of ciliary muscles. If you want to see the far objects, our eye lens becomes thin by the action of ciliary muscles. So adjustment of the focal length of the lens in our eye, that is nothing but accommodation of eye or power of accommodation of eye. The ability of the eye lens to focus nearby as well as the distant object is called power of accommodation of eye. Question number 8. What are the causes of myopia? First reason, due to the lengthening of eyeball. So this eyeball is lengthened. Second reason, the distance between eye lens and retina is increased. The distance between eye lens and this retina is increased. So that focal length of eye lens is reduced. That is a third point. So focal length of this eye lens is reduced. So first one, the distance between eye lens and retina increases. The distance between eye lens and retina is increases. Second one, due to the lengthening of eyeball. So this eyeball is lengthened. Next, third one, the focal length of eye lens is reduced. So this is focal length of eye lens is reduced. Number 9. Why does the sky appear in blue color. Let us consider this is earth. Around the earth there will be an atmosphere. Here there is a sun. Sun emits a sunlight. The sunlight enters into the atmosphere. The sunlight consists blue to red, that is VGR to red. The blue light has least wavelength, red light has greatest wavelength. So if the wavelength is decreased, scattering effect will be more. If the wavelength is more, scattering effect is less. We know already S 1 by lambda power 4. According to Rayleigh scattering, if the wavelength is maximum, scattering effect is less. If the wavelength is minimum, scattering effect going to be maximum. So sky appear blue in color. Due to that, the scattering of blue light is more than the scattering of red. When sunlight passes through the atmosphere, the blue color, that is shorter wavelength, scatter to a greater extent than the red color. Hence the sky appears in blue color. Number 10. Why are traffic signals red in color? Red color have larger wavelength or longer wavelength. We know that if the wavelength is maximum, the scattering effect will be lesser, because according to Rayleigh scattering law, S inversely proportional to lambda power 4. So if the wavelength is maximum, scattering effect will be less. This is the least scattered, so it can travel long distance. The red color red which having longer wavelength will undergo lesser scattering. So longer wavelength undergo lesser scattering, hence it is visible from a longer distance. So the traffic signals are red in color. Thank you, students.